sectors on here. I tried doing everything, and I formatted it using, regularly, as if you're going to add a flash drive or something on this machine, and it formatted it as there was nothing wrong with it, and I was copying files on it and everything. Now, the copy is a little bit slow here. We're at 31%, and it's just staying there. I hope that's not a problem. No hard drive activity, but it's moving. It stops and goes. I don't know. It's probably finding its way around the bad sectors, but it's working. So, let's hope it stays this way. It just rebooted from setup. So as you see, as my first booting item in the boot menu is my LAN, which I have to change. So we should see like a Windows XP logo pop up. I don't know what that is. We should be going into the operating system. I hope it doesn't have to set up again. I was saying it's loading Windows XP, but I got to make sure it's actually loading Windows XP. It should give me a please wait screen before it actually goes into the... So let's just hope this works. And it'll save me $15 on buying a IDE laptop drive. Alright, there's that please wait screen I was talking about. Okay, talking about resolution. I got the video drivers. That's okay. So now we gotta wait for the Windows welcome screen to come up, or the startup setup, or whatever you call that screen. There we go. I think the hard drive works. We don't have any sound because of there's no sound driver, but that's okay. I'll get that fixed later. See if I can find the volume button on this thing. Now this is a Toshiba satellite, so it's got that manual volume switch. I'm turning it up and it's loud as it, so no sound driver. Next. Got a little welcome screen here, and we got hard drive activity. And we have our desktop. All we gotta do is wait for a darn thing to load. This hard drive really is having a hard time, so I think I'm still gonna need to buy a new one, because this is a new operating system and it's running like it's slow. You even have a wait on the start button. I can't even click it yet. So there is some really bad sectors in here. I have to get a new one. And we're just going to hit property so I can show you what this computer really has in terms of memory and processor, which takes some hard drive loading. And this is going to, alright, they weren't lying. This baby has 752 megabytes of RAM. That's more RAM than I thought it had. And it's got a 2.06 gigahertz Intel Celeron. That's the best single core in terms of frequency I've ever had. So, I used to own a Pentium 4 that was at 2 gigahertz and a Celeron that was at 1.7 gigahertz. But this is actually much better. So, there we go. I resurrected this hard drive. I didn't know I could do it, but I got it done. Guess going to school for computers really does something. And I'm ready to go with this laptop. Get the video drivers and everything working for here. So I'm just going to put that on. Okay, we're just going to start installing these drivers. Copy them onto a flash drive. That's just as old as this computer. It's a 256 megabyte Sony. I use this one because it's an older flash drive, and old flash drives or the software should run on old hardware. WinZip not found on your system. It should automatically WinZip it automatically, huh? Okay, well, what I'm going to try to do is just put 7-zip on here and let that be. Alright, this is the main boot of the computer. I've got everything working. I've got drivers, I've got sound, and I believe I have LAN. But we're doing that with all the drivers already on there. See how long the darn thing takes to boot up, straight from power on, or from, a little bit after the power on. Probably going to take a while just because the hard drive has some bad sectors. We're at 30 seconds already. And we have our hard drive light blinking. Most people don't pay attention to that. No, it doesn't need to be checked. See that it did that? That it says checking file system E. Oh, I see. It's checking my flash drive. I should take that out when I'm booting it up next time. I'm surprised it didn't do the main drive. So I guess the main drive is fine. Because there is something wrong with my flash drive. It doesn't come up correctly. And we're at 1 minute and 7 seconds and I still don't have a desktop. Still, the machine is up and running. I don't have a CD in, and it's probably taking so long to boot because it's looking at the flash drive. Some activity. And, well, it's working. Nothing actually is physically broken on this laptop. The laptop really isn't a loaded model, but the person who brought this at the time, this laptop has a lot of empty spots where, you know, particular parts could have went, like a TV tuner and all that. But he got a very basic model, and, well, there's the startup sound. And we're looking for a picture, and I just installed this operating system, and it's running slower than my phone. So it's just really bad sectors on this hard drive. Very bad sectors. So there you go. We got a working operating system. Alright, so I don't think I need to do anything else. Oh, did I mention that this machine, if you look right here, that little hole, that's a microphone. This machine has a built-in microphone, so that's good. And this is a DVD-ROM, so it reads, writes CDs, and reads DVDs. So to quickly go over the specs of this machine, we got a keyboard, not full size. Activity lights in the front. You got a 2.6 Celeron, 2.60 Celeron processor, single core, satellite series, running Windows XP, DVD-ROM, serial, and I believe parallels on here. 15-inch screen, not 15.4 or 15.6. This is just a 15-inch screen. This, when I brought this machine, I thought it was 15. It's actually 14. 14 widescreen. Still big enough for me. This screen is 15. This laptop weighs maybe about 7 pounds, 6 to 7 pounds. It's a heavy one. This one is maybe about 5 point so pounds. Probably a little bit heavier. Got your touchpad, and that's just about it. Nothing really special. Oh yeah, it's also got the SRS speakers on here. SRS optimized. I'm trying to get some light on it, but I guess that's not going to happen. SRS optimized speakers. So after a week of waiting for the charger and total cost and repairs, I only spent $15, and that was on the charger that's the size of a brick, and that's the Dell charger right there. So the power company's probably going to be looking at this room and, like, you know, using a lot of electricity. But this is heavy, and this is going to be very hard to travel with. I don't know how long I'll keep up before I lose my mind carrying that around. So what's done is done. So it's good.